Life is a journey. It is filled with highs and lows, joy and sorrow. Along the way, we will face many obstacles that on our own we cannot overcome. So we need to travel well. We need to follow Christ so we don't stray from the path. His word has to be our compass, always pointing us in the right direction. Because without Him, we are lost. In following His guidance, we have peace, and we experience His beauty and goodness. We find joy in His presence. And in following Him, we will never be led astray. In all your ways, submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight.
Life is a journey. And in this journey of life, we need a guide. We need a map. We need someone to direct our path. That's why the last verse says, submit your ways unto the Lord and He will direct your path. When we arrived here, almost 9 years ago, we don't have a path to take. We're confused. I mean, not confused, but our goal is to be rich, right? When we arrive here, my wife and I, we don't have any passion or purpose to live life. So we don't have really direction. Our goal is come what may, where God or where our life will lead us. That was our life before Jesus. Probably when you arrive here, you have plans already. To be rich, nothing bad with that. It's not bad to desire that. To be something, to be someone, to do this and to do that. But it's not really the direction that God wants us to take. But when we encounter Jesus, I was like, what's missing with our life? What is missing with our relationship? And I figured out it was Jesus. And then I started researching, reading the Bible, listening, and seeking Jesus and the direction that He could give into my life. And that was the time where God gave us a direction. God gave us a passion. God opens our heart to encounter and to reach out and engage people with the love of Jesus. Our goal here when we move to Canada is just to be a rich family. Better future, greener pasture. But when we follow Jesus, that goal, that purpose, that passion change. We focus more on what we can do for Jesus and for His people. And that's the time that we started having fulfillment in life, joy. We started having directions in life. We started surrendering our life to God. Many people today are lost and still don't have passion and purpose in life. Many people today, probably you who are here today, still don't have this drive to continue with life or don't have this plan. And come what may, I'll get married, I'll have baby, I don't know what life will bring. I don't know. You know what? There are over 175,000 books in Amazon that refers to how to find your purpose or passion in life. That's how desperate people are. They want to seek they want to know their purpose and passion in life. For some people, like what I said, their passion is to be rich. Nothing is bad with that. For some people, their passion is to be popular. That's why they have blogs and vlogs and, pranks here, pranks there. Diba? Because they want to be like, popular. And nothing's bad with that. There's nothing bad with whatever your passion is in life. But this is what I want to tell you. The passion that gives lasting satisfaction is doing things for Jesus and for others. If you do things for God and for others, that will last forever. But if you're focused on your passion that benefits yourself, it will just last for quite a while. And that was we realized as a couple. When we arrived here, we were so tired. Work here, work there, double job here, double job there, blah, 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 blah. Where's the money? What's going on? Is that the passion or the purpose that God wants us to pursue? Until we realize our life must be lived for God and for others. Happy people serve others than themselves. Happy people make people happy. Passionate people make other people passionate. The more you do things for your own self, the more you'll be frustrated. But the more you do things for God and for others, the more you'll be fulfilled and experience a lasting satisfaction. And during the time of Jesus, he met his disciples. You remember the story. He called John or Andrew. He called Andrew, and then he called Peter. And then he saw James and John, so Thomas, and one by one, he gathered the disciples. Then there is a part in the book of Matthew where Jesus was about to send them into ministry. So these disciples, they don't have passion. When Jesus called them, 7 of them are fishermen. They're probably fishing. That's their passion. That's what they're doing. But when Jesus called them, they just, another rabbi called us, let's follow. And then Matthew, the tax collector, probably he's just collecting tax. But there's no importance, there's no significance with what he's doing. That's why, okay, let's follow Jesus. And then another unknown disciples, the 4 other disciples, we don't have a documentation of what their occupation. Probably they are carpenter, like James, the cousin of Jesus. Or some of them are like tambay, right? They're spectators on the side. So they don't have passion. But when Jesus met them, gathered them, spent time with Jesus, they walked with Jesus, they've seen Jesus perform miracles, they've seen Jesus heal the sick, they've seen Jesus cast out demons, they've seen Jesus raise a dead person to life, they've seen how Jesus cares for others. That's where they're following Jesus, and then the passion is slowly developing in them. Now, what happened to these people? Jesus called his 12 disciples together and gave them authority. So this was a time that they have been already spending time with Jesus for over a year already. And then Jesus called them, can you come over here, all of you? Andrew, Peter, James, John, Bartholomew, Philip, Thomas, Judas, come over here. I want you to go. I want you to start living out your passion. I want you to start, it's not just an spectator, but now something to put your passion into action. Cast out evil spirit from people who are possessed. Heal every kind of diseases and illnesses. And this has been the disciples' occupation and passion after even Jesus left the world. This was developed when they started following Jesus. Passion is not inborn. After they've been walking with Jesus, they met Jesus, they've seen how Jesus do things, they started doing it themselves. They cast out evil spirits from people. They heal every kind of sicknesses. Peter, in some point, raised dead to life. They preached the good news with boldness and clarity. They became passionate about everything, about loving God and about loving and serving people. A passion that's not for themselves, but a passion for God and for people. A passion that has a lasting satisfaction. Now, this is my challenge to all of you. I want it to be direct to the point this Sunday. Do you have the passion in you? If I will ask you today, what is the driving force of your life? What keeps you awake every morning? What comes to your mind? I want to help you. I want to share with you 5 questions to ask to yourself if this is something that you want to do. Is what you're doing today is something that you really want to do? Is what you're doing today is the passion that lasts, that has a lasting satisfaction, or a passion that has a temporal pleasure? First question that I want to ask you is this: who do you belong to? This is a foundational question. The disciples know who they belong to. They belong to Jesus. They belong to his master. They belong to this person who stopped the storm. They belong to this person who cares for the poor, for the widows, for the women and children. They belong to this person who loves and cares genuinely. The disciples know about that. They know who's with them. They know who is sending them. They know that their passion must be about this person, Jesus. It must not be out of selfish ambition, but must be from God and for the people. If you are a Jesus follower, you belong to him. If Jesus is your Savior and Lord, you belong to him. And your passion must be from him and for him, for the one whom you belong to. That's a quick question. Think about that. Who do you belong to? The second question that I want you to ask yourself is, what breaks Jesus' heart? What breaks God's heart? If you want a passion that will have a lasting satisfaction, you have to ask yourself, what breaks God's heart? It's not only what breaks your heart. What breaks the heart of Jesus? The disciples know this very well. They know what breaks the heart of Jesus. They've seen Jesus wept many times. When Lazarus was dead, Jesus wept. When Jesus was looking at the Jerusalem, the city who is so desperate, and people who is so depressed, he wept. When Jesus was in the garden, he wept. The disciples seen this. He knows, the disciples knows what breaks the heart of Jesus. Do you know what breaks the heart of Jesus? The heart of Jesus are for the people. He loves people. It's not about material things. It's not about anything. But it's about the people. They know what breaks the heart of Jesus. Sick people, distressed people, depressed people, people in need of love, care, and acceptance. The disciples know their passion must be aligned with what breaks the heart of Jesus. Do you know your passion? Or your passion is to work. Your passion is to buy big houses. It's not bad. Your passion is to buy many cars. Not bad. Your passion is to be successful. It's not bad. What I'm saying is, what breaks God's heart? What breaks God's heart is your son who is going astray, your daughter who has been seeking acceptance, your husband who desires respect and submission from his wife, your wife who is so eager for an unconditional love and intentional leadership of the husband. What breaks God's heart is your co-worker who's been lost. You are there to help that person. Let's move on, okay? What do people need? What do people need? In your circle of influence, in the people, in your circle of friends, at work, at school, what these people need of? Do they need love? Do they need prayers? Do they need caring, acceptance, encouragement? Do they need listening ear? This is how you develop your passion. And if that need is what? Met. What will be the impact to people when those needs are met? What would be the changes in their lives? That's how you you envision your passion. If I will pray for this person, what would happen to him or her? If I'll provide his need, like lend him or her something, love and care, what would happen to him? What would be the transformation that his person would experience in life? Transformation that they would experience in the family? Would they be miserable or would they be happy? If there's a problem that I can provide solutions to this family, what would be the impact to this person? That is how you develop passion. And then the last one that I want you to ask yourself is, what can you do? So you understand now the foundation of who you belong to, and you understand now what breaks God's heart, and you understand now the people that surrounds you, their needs, and you understand now if you will provide and have some sort of solution to those needs, there's some significant impact that will happen to their life. Now, what can you do as a friend? What can you do as a husband? What can you do as a wife? What can you do as a daughter or as a son, as a friend? What can you do to help them meet their needs? In the place where you are right now, at school, at work, what simple thing you can do to help your friends, your relatives, and your loved ones? So folks, these are the so like what I'm saying, I want to share this with you because many of you or many of us here don't have passion. Try asking this question to yourself. What do you want or what can you do to help people around you? Like what I said, passion is not inborn. Passion is not innate. Passion must be developed consciously and continuously. Passion must be like exercise. Passion must be practiced. It's not based on emotion, but it is based on a firm foundation and a strong devotion and conviction. We need to put our passion into action. We need an application. That is the way you develop your passion. You practice it. You do it. You do your part. You look or find the things that you can do to help the people around you. The disciples don't have passion. But as they following Jesus, they develop something as they ask this question. You know what? I belong to the one who do miracles. You know what? I know what breaks Jesus' heart. You know what? These people around me are in need. If I'll do something and meet their needs, heal the sick, cast out the demons and all, I can give an impact to their lives. And that is the mentality of the disciples. They didn't have the passion. But as they followed Jesus, the passion was developed. And in order for them to practice or in order for them to develop and make that passion grow, they need to do their part. So, these are the 5 questions that I want you to ask. Who you belong to? What breaks God's heart? What do people need? Your friends and loved ones. What will be the impact to these people if you address their problems and provide solutions? And what can you do? I want you to notice this. The first 2 questions is all about God. The next 2 questions is all about people. There's only one question, and that is the last one. It's all about you and what can you do to others. Remember that passion, it's not here. Sorry. What's that again? Passion that gives lasting satisfaction is doing things for Jesus and not for others. That's why I formulate those questions that way. The first 2 questions is what God wants me to do. The second 2 questions is what others wants me to do and what can I do. So when we follow Jesus, we can develop that passion in our lives. A passion that will give people motivation and inspiration and direction in life. Now you're probably like, that's so simple, Jeff. Can you state more examples for that? Let me share some examples. Okay? How about Chin? Chin is our full-time staff here in this church. He has a degree in mass communication. He has a diploma, Canadian diploma. You know what? He can look for a job better than what he got here. He can go to the city or the government. But I beg, Chin, stay. We need your skills. We need your expertise. We need your heart in serving the Lord in a full-time ministry. They prayed about it, and they accepted the calling. Chin has been really doing, the one that created that video is Chin. That maintains our website and our Facebook, it was Chin. That passion was developed when she saw the need of the church, of the people. She saw the need of how to expand and impact the gospel, or people will be impacted by the gospel when she can just go to other job, high-paying job. She's so talented. I'm not praising Chin, okay? I'm just giving you example. Well, you will probably say, you know what? She's a full-time worker in the ministry. That's her calling. That's her vocation. Let me share with you, Arnold. Arnold is not a full-time ministry worker. But many of you here are here because Arnold invited you. Right? He has the passion to share and extend his care to these people. You can do that. What Arnold has been doing, he invested with his disciples patiently. He's not full-time. He is preaching once in a while, but he's a bivocation person. He is working. He's also studying. But the passion that you can see in him is something not for himself, but for other people, for God and for others. Then you would probably say something. Well, Chin is a full-time staff. Arnold, he has a thick face, okay? Makapal ng mukha. That's why he could engage people, right? He could engage the conversation. He can invite people. He has a nice personality. And that's Arnold. I am not like Arnold. Well, let me share. Lucky is not extrovert like Arnold. He's introvert. This person is introvert, yet he led worship in Saskatoon last Friday. They drove here yesterday, arrived here in Edmonton at 8 p.m. Went home, probably sleep around 10. Woke up at 2 a.m. this early morning. Went to work at 3 a.m. in the airport. Drove back here and led our worship service, our praise and worship. He's introvert. He doesn't want to engage with people. But the passion. What can I do? I can only sing. I'm tired, but you know what? I only have 4 hours sleep. This is what I can do. This will impact the people around me. They will have a memorable worship experience. And he's singing with passion. That is passion. And this is an example. Well, we would probably say, you know what? I am not Arnold, extrovert. I am not Lucky, introvert. I'm just a young person. I don't have that impact to people, and I'm student. Let me share with you. Seth, full-time student, part-time lifeguard with the city of Edmonton, part-time boxer. Oh, he's still boxing, right? Every week. Yet, along with Lucky, they led the worship team with more than 30 or 40 volunteers. Tomorrow, they will prepare the lineup for the next Sunday. That's passion. We arrive here 1:55 p.m. And then he was so tired driving, and now usually he practice. He's doing that while maintaining a good grades. Passion. I'm not praising Lucky. I'm just illustrating and giving you example. These are ordinary people, but they see the need. They see that Arnold, see that you need Jesus, you need direction, you need inspiration in life. Come, join our community. We will care for you. That's why they invited people. And these two, Lucky and Seth, they are like, this is what we can do. This is the skill set that God has given me, and this is what I can give passionately to Him. On Chin, on the other side, I will sacrifice my high income job opportunities, for I will serve the Lord and His people with the skills and the gift that He has given me. Now, you would probably again say that, oh, you know what, I'm not like Arnold, extrovert. I'm not like Lucky, introvert. I'm not like Seth, young. I am like, I don't have gift. I don't have skills. You know what, I'm old. I passed that age already. Let them serve God with passion. Let me share with you Tito Roland. Tito Roland must be the oldest. Don't tell him I said that. But he's probably the most mature, right? More than 60 years old. Servant leader in this church. Yet some of you are here because of him. Some of you are inspired by his example. Some of you are motivated to continue even the hardship of life because of him. He's not young. He doesn't have that skills like Seth and Lucky. But he do everything for God and for people with passion. What can I do? I'll probably share something to them. I still remember about him. I asked his permission to share this. That he said that, you know what, in my job, my primary goal is to lead people to Jesus, not to get an insurance for them. That's my goal. And that is one of the amaze me about his heart, because he's not here in the ministry just to get money. I mean, in the ministry, in that vocation that he have, just to get money, but he is there to help people settle and know Jesus, and then help them with their needs. One night, Kuya Roland messaged me, Pastor Jeff, we don't want you to be burned out. How can we help you aside from praying for you? I mean, that question is just so encouraging. How can I help you aside from praying for you? And Kuya Roland is an inspiration to many of you. I shared with him, and he gladly accepted some of the things that I need in the ministry based on his skill set, based on what he can do effectively. Folks, that's how you can develop your passion. Ask questions and take necessary actions. Practice it, put it into action. These people are just few of the many examples I can share with you. Many of you here, I can share your passion in serving the church with your humble capacity to prepare food, to welcome people, to carry stuff, to set up the stage and all. I can share your passion, and I'm so blessed with you. I'm encouraging those of you who are not yet there, passionately serving God. Follow Jesus, and your passion will be developed. Wherever you are, whatever you do, you can develop your passion. Whatever status, PR, single, or citizen, work permit, single, married, complicated, whatever status you have, whatever age bracket you belong, you can contribute something. You just have to take action. Practice your passion. And remember, passion, true passion that gives lasting satisfaction is doing things for Jesus and for others. You know, just like many of you, sorry, it took a lot of time. Just like many of you, we are also scared You know what? I'm scared to commit. I know I have a burden to help in this area of the ministry. I know I have this burden to help this person, but you know what? I'm scared. What if some people would disown me? What if this? What if that? What if I have a need? Who will provide for my needs? Who will pay for my bills? What if I'm not good enough and I will fail along the way? What if, you know? But you know what? When Jesus cast or sent out his disciples, he knows what's in their heart. They're afraid. What if I'll go there and I cannot cast out the demon? Demon will transfer to me. What if I will go there and cannot heal this disease and take out this sickness? What if I'll go there and people would disown us and would reject us? What if this and what if that? Jesus knows these things. So in the first verse of chapter 10, he sent them out. And later part on that chapter 10, Jesus said these things. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid of those who kill the body but cannot kill the soul. Rather, be afraid of the one who can destroy both soul and the body in hell. Do not be afraid if you will be disowned by your friends, if you will be a judge, or if people will misjudge you. Do not be afraid of what people will say against you. Do not be afraid. Do it for the Lord and He will take care of you. Don't be afraid of these people who will just give a false testimony and destroy you as a person. Be afraid of the one who can destroy the soul and the body. So if you are burdened to reach out to your friends and to your loved ones, do not be afraid. And then Jesus said this one, and He said, are not 2 sparrows sold for any penny? You know, these sparrows or these birds that's flying, they're just very not that big cost. Yet none of them will fall into the ground outside your Father's care. No bird will die outside the sovereignty and the will of God. God is sovereign. He will take care of you. If you're afraid, who will take care of my expenses? Who will take care of my bills? Hey, God will take care of you. My principle in life, God is fully responsible of a life fully committed to Him. And my life, Lord, is fully committed to you. Whatever will happen to my life, you're responsible. God will take care of you. You're valuable than any sparrows. You're valuable than any birds. And then God or Jesus continued encouraging their disciples. And even the very hair of your head are numbered. Jesus mentioned this. Can you imagine? God knows the very hairs of your head. Wow. How much more your needs? How much more your fears? How much more your future? How much more the things that you're afraid of? God knows your hair. God cares for you. So don't be afraid to develop your passion. Don't be afraid to practice your passion. Don't be afraid to put that into application. Do your part, and God will take care of the rest. But Jeff, what if? Jesus said this, do not be afraid. You are more valuable than the great number of sparrows. Do not be afraid to obey me. Do not be afraid to address this need of your friend. Do not be afraid to pray and approach this person. Do not be afraid to commit in the ministry. Do not be afraid to handle a life group. Do not be afraid. Develop your passion. No, I'm not good enough. Do not be afraid. I will take care of you. No, I am not that good in speaking. Do not be afraid. No, I am shy. Do not be afraid. No, I have a bad past. Do not be afraid. I'll take care of you. I had a bad temper. Do not be afraid. I'm shy. Do not be afraid. I will take care of you. Follow Jesus. Do your part. Develop your passion, and Jesus will take care of you. You are valuable to Him. He cares for you. He knows your needs. And the people that you will be helping are valuable to Jesus. The people that's in your mind this very moment are valuable to Jesus. So remember, who do you belong to? Remember, what breaks the heart of God? Remember, what are the needs of these people that surround you? Remember, what if you will provide a solution to the needs of the church in the ministry, who will lead some groups or serve in the ministry? Remember, what would be the impact to this world? Remember to do your part, and Jesus will take care of you. So follow Him, develop your passion, because you're valuable to Jesus, and the people that you'll be serving and impacting their lives are valuable to Jesus.